So I haven't even been playing this game that long, but I have become obsessed with it. It includes two of my favorite things, looting and micromanagement. And that's what gave me the idea to take over the Newton Freight Warehouse as a base. This place is micromanagement heaven. So with the server wipe coming, I figured I'd take a quick tour. As you can see, lots of parking. Got two gens hooked up just to have a backup. A couple water trailers out here, and then let's go inside. All the windows downstairs all have metal on them. Gotta reinforce it. We're in the middle of Louisville, so it gets a little busy. Zombies on 1.7 on this server, so. But once you take it over, there's you get that nice little radius cushion, and things slow down a little bit. So downstairs, just kind of dicking around, grabbing random things and sticking them in here. Nothing really serves any purpose, just making it look nice. Just looting for the sake of looting. Knocked out this wall here, converted all this to a kitchen, so I got my freezer, industrial stove, the usual kitchen stuff. The downside of the Newton Freight Warehouse is this here. Because the roof above this room and above the entire building is actually 2 levels above the top floor. Which doesn't allow you to plumb. So even if I built stairs, and I tried it, even if you build stairs to the roof and try to plumb to the sink, still doesn't work. But yeah, a couple water trailers and a couple filters, who cares? Not a big deal. Got these bookshelves from Muldrow, kind of converted this into like a living room, so that came out kind of cool. This was a bathroom, and then I started using this area out here with some water barrels to bathe, so I put a little clothing rack there, busted down the wall where there was a window, and then put a door there. So it turned this into like my little bathing area. Yeah, some stairs there just as another entry-exit point. This security room, this is what it looks like when I took it over, so it didn't really change much there. But on to the good stuff. This is why I took this warehouse over. So at first, my first thought was tons of storage, because each one of these rows, like where cars are, was also metal racks. So I'm like, perfect. Take this over, build up my metalworking while making room for parking at the same time. I'll have a ton of metal materials for other crafting. And then just organization for days. I like to stay really, really organized, and the car parking, because I love to hoard cars in this game. So emptying out like rows that were in front of doors, then leaving the other rows for car parts, because car parts take up so much space that now I can just loot up all my car parts on these shelves and never have to worry about extra or storage or anything. So anytime I find a good car parts, just bring them back. Storage for days. As you can see, I leave duffel bags everywhere. These are all empty duffel bags. I just leave them around, that way when I'm bringing back loot, I put one in each hand and I take it and organize it and put it where it needs to go. So part of the problem I ran into when I first started setting this warehouse up was it was just metal shelves. So at one point I even made like a little spreadsheet on Excel to like keep track of like, okay, row 1A is food, row 1B is what the hell is, I don't even remember what 1B is. Oh, it's like sodas and drinks and alcohol. Row 2A is clothing, row 2B is gear, etc. You get the idea. But then that got kind of tedious, especially going back and forth. So I'm like, how can I eliminate that? So that's when I'm like, oh, well, food row, I'm just going to steal freaking the food shelves from the grocery stores. Clothing row, steal clothing racks. This obviously just looks good, so I stole a bunch of white cabinets. Took a little while, but and then obviously that's all my weapons. And then I came up with the idea for the rest of the shelves. Now I know this is my ammo canisters, or my ammo and magazines. This is all my ammo. This here, all tools. This is all medical. This is all of my wood crafting, metal crafting, electrical, tailoring, construction. You get the idea. And then I'm so organized too that like not only this is my micromanagement, and why I love this warehouse is like this is all my 5.56, 5.45, 762, you know, and the whole warehouse is like this. Like I basically did this for everything. So like all the magazine types are separated. I even I even went as far as like that's the overflow. But there's boots. I don't know why there's a poncho in there, but this is all pants. This is all shirts. This is all jackets, gloves and accessories, and this is all hats. Like, and then I keep all my nomad gear and my stalker gear here. This is all gun overflow, and yeah, it's really the car parts are a little less organized because it's, you know, that's a lot of micromanagement. I generally have like the big car stuff down here. Like this is all my heavy duty cars, and then the stuff here is more standard. And then these racks are for Jeep and Hummer parts, and then the end is more standard sport stuff. So, but it's far less organized than the rest of it. And then I like this idea too, just keeping jacks, air pumps, toolboxes right here in these areas where I'm working on cars. Makes life so simple. And each toolbox, like I've looted a ton of tools, each toolbox generally has lug wrench, screwdriver, wrench. Some of them are missing stuff because I have to steal from one toolbox, bring it to the other. But yeah, welder, mask, propane torch, etc. You get the idea. But yeah, and that's the warehouse, guys. It's pretty damn fun. It's a micromanager's dream. Loot for days. I mean, for weeks now, I've just been basically looting for other people, not even for myself. And yeah, it's been fun. I'm gonna miss it. I might do it again, but yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of work. I don't know if I feel like putting myself through that again. But yeah, that's the tour. Figured I'd save it for myself since the server's wiping this Monday. And that's that.